Hi, this is your tech friends, and today we're going to give you 11 reasons to buy the OnePlus 11. Reason number 1, the design. And I made an entire video on this subject that you can watch right up here. But in short, the color Eternal Green is one of the best and prettiest that I've seen OnePlus produce. It has this exclusive tint to it that just oozes expensive, and rest assured, this phone will still look good in 2 to 3 years because of those design choices. The camera cutout that resembles an old style camera is super easy to relate to for everybody looking at it. So everybody always knows where to look. Right bang in the middle. And then you have a quality shot. Reason number 2. The alert slider is back, and OnePlus users knows that it was left missing out on the 10T, but now it's back, and if you don't know what the alert slider does, it can toggle between mute, vibration, and sound on.
The OnePlus 11 is the first Android phone to adapt manufacturer AAC Technologies' newly released motor that powers haptic feedback. According to OnePlus themselves, the motor is the only device with a volume exceeding 600 cubic millimeters on Android phones. So to explain the haptic feeling a little bit, the larger the volume is, the stronger the sense of vibration will be. This motor is also equipped with the latest Android algorithms, making it one of the absolute best haptic feedbacks out there. I've been using this phone and I can confirm, especially during typing, that this is one of the best haptic feedbacks, and it does feel really good. It's also feeling a lot better compared to earlier models of the OnePlus, like the OnePlus 10T or just the normal OnePlus 10. So like I said, the motor which powers the haptic feedback also gets help from software. And software is also one of the reasons why we think that you should buy this phone. This phone ships with Oxygen OS 13, the newest version of Oxygen OS. This update is really good, and from my personal experience, I would say that it's well more baked through. Earlier, Oxygen OS was known for being half-baked and not really ready for release. It was having you could call it an identity crisis. But now the phone is really working good together and has all the features I personally need. For example, the always on display, which is a lot better in this version. Oxygen OS 13 also takes some things from Android 13, like Material You icons. OnePlus says that Oxygen OS 13 is inspired by the nature, and so this update is overall very clean and easy to use. A little device that you can thank for the good software experience is the CPU, which is also reason number 5 of why you should buy this phone. The OnePlus 11 features a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 CPU. Looking at this 3D Mark test, you can see how the phone performs during a stress test. It loses a fairly well amount of battery and doesn't really keep a stable frame rate. Looking at the Geekbench test, we get a single core score of around 1100 and a fairly high multi-core score of around 4900.
Reason number 6, the camera. What I really like about the camera is actually the design again, because it is just so superb looking, and if you have your eyes fixed right in the middle there, then you will automatically look very close to the right spot, right? So that is just brilliant. But of course you have to judge for yourself the camera quality by these stills and video. Please set the YouTube playback quality to the highest possible right now. Okay, so this is a dual video recording on the OnePlus 11, and this is a very cool feature. I think all phones should have. Pretty cool, you can move your avatar around where you want to place it. This is the standard video mode on the OnePlus 11, and this is the ultra wide on the OnePlus 11. Pretty wide, like it a lot. Okay, let's see how far we can zoom in video mode on the OnePlus 11. Can we make out what it says on this little sign? No, not at all. So it's 10 times zoom, and it is not a zoom king by any standards. And this is the dynamic range and contrast, and this is an area where I think OnePlus 11 struggles the most, because the dynamic range is actually pretty good, but it has some sort of, look there, did you see that? How it changed from one blue to another blue right in the sky. We'll get back to that, but this is just a contrast adjustment taking place now. Do you see this? This is okay, but now look at this. From a yellowish sky to blue sky, it shouldn't correct it so abruptly as it does right now. Look at that. Because this also happens to some extent on an iPhone and a Samsung, but it's just not, it's much more smooth so that you don't notice it's that hard as now. And this is a thing I hope OnePlus 11 will correct in upcoming software updates.
The OnePlus 11 has a 5000 milliamp hour battery, which is pretty big. It easily got through a whole day of use with a lot of videos being recorded and social media being scrolled all the way through. This phone is yet another OnePlus phone that doesn't come with wireless charging, sadly, but the battery charges with a fascinating 100 watt Super VOOC charging, which is, the next reason why you should buy this phone.
Reason number 8, fast charging. Again, I made an entire video about that topic right up here, but the conclusion from that is that it charges from completely dead to 100% in 26 minutes, and it comes with a 100 watt charger in the box. Get it, Apple and Samsung. Reason number 9, better software support with 4 years of Android updates and 5 years of software support. So now OnePlus is on par with Samsung.
Reason number 10, the OnePlus 11 is the only OnePlus 11 phone coming. There will be no Pro version, so this is really the top of the line for this year. So is it good for the money?
Reason number 11, value for money. This comes in at $699 US, and it's by far one of the cheapest phones you can get right now with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 CPU inside of it. So it's a very competitive phone for the price point.
Please subscribe to Your Tech Friend to get more videos from us. Bye!